This week's USDA crop progress report shows the U.S. corn crop's condition is improving, while the soybean ratings are holding steady compared to last week. U.S. corn is in 70% good to excellent condition compared to 69% last week. Minnesota has 87% of its crop in good to excellent condition, followed by North Dakota with 80% and South Dakota coming in with 75%. 78% of the nation's corn crop is soaking, significantly up from last week's 55%. Minnesota has 82% soaking, North Dakota 54%, and South Dakota 71%. The U.S. soybean crop is being rated 62% good to excellent condition. Minnesota has 80%, North Dakota 81%, and South Dakota 76% good to excellent. The U.S. winter wheat harvest is 85% complete. That's compared to 75% from last week. Overall spring wheat condition came in at 71% good to excellent, up 1% from a week ago. Minnesota was at 79%, North Dakota 84%, and South Dakota 57% in good to excellent condition. Well, it's history battling progress as developers lay out plans for building in the historic Fort Worth Stockyards. The core of the Stockyards will remain unchanged. The question is, what will you see in the areas behind and between the buildings as you walk through the Stockyards? The developers began unveiling their master plan at a presentation in one of the Stockyard arenas. It shows development of entertainment, restaurant, and retail space along the waterway on the south side of Exchange and where an old Swift meat packing plant is. It also has a livestock show and auction area. It would add a 3-acre area for festivals and expanded waterway. But perhaps most importantly, the developer plans on preserving the historic buildings and cattle pens. Mayor Betsy Price says historic preservation is in the best interest of the developer and the city.
And the reality of it is that, Hickman's is a Fort Worth company who understands they bought here originally because they want it to stay historic, and why would anybody get rid of what they're paying a lot of money for?
It is time now for Stewardship Wednesday, staying ahead of the curve in animal care. Summertime means cows in the pasture for long periods of time when they are not under close scrutiny. And suddenly one or more turn up lame. And lameness in bulls is the topic of this week's Stewardship Wednesday.
Really, there's a couple things that occur, maybe 3 things that occur. Injury is one, and injury usually happens with adult cattle. It can certainly happen in breeding bulls, and it can certainly happen in those breeding females. Usually breeding bulls, I think, get this from their activity, their mounting activity, and the injury usually occurs on the hind legs. So when they're standing on hind legs trying to breed a cow, there's a lot of pressure on those joints. Sometimes maybe they get bashed by a competitor bull, or they just slip, or the ground isn't quite right and they lose their footing. And what happens is those ligaments, and in many cases I believe it's what we call the cruciate ligament. You hear about that in athletes that have an ACL injury, anterior cruciate ligament. When you rupture that in an adult bull or adult animal, they become extremely lame. And we really don't repair them. It can be done, I assume. I remember in vet school we tried to repair one on an adult bull and it was not very successful. And it's because there's so much weight back there. There's so much pressure. So if that happens to an adult bull or adult cow, you really need to get them out of the pasture. Put them in a place where they don't have to walk very far, because they will not travel very well and they still need to get to water and get to where the grazing is. And they'll try. They'll keep hobbling along. They're tough, but they need to be removed. So injuries are things to look for in adult cattle.
The North Dakota corn growers and their executive director have recently parted ways. For the first time, the corn growers are speaking out about the forced resignation of Tom Lilja.
We can't take nothing away from Tom's accomplishments and what he did for the corn growers. His 8 years that was there. We just reached a point where we had such a high office turnover and a hostile environment in the office, and we couldn't keep our highly qualified employees, so it was just time to make a change.
It's no secret. If you look at who was in the office, when I started, and like I said, this is my 5th year being on the corn board, I've seen a lot of people come in and out.
It wasn't an easy decision. I mean, Tom was our friend, and he did do a lot of things for corn, but, it's just time to move on under new leadership.
For the next 2 mornings here on the Valley Today Ag Show, Farm Director Mick Kerr talks with corn growers and Corn Council leadership about what happened that led to the decision and where they go from here. Join us here tomorrow and Friday morning for the corn grower side of the story. Well, coming up right after the break, we'll take a full look at your weather forecast.